Lumi, WinteR, joining us for the cast, and Synderen, of course. How you guys doing?
Good. It's going to be a good game, I think.
Lumi is still very excitedly watching
He's
Big Gods versus C9.
He's keeping close eyes on the C9 game.
Yeah, he secretly wishes he will cast in this game, but not so secretly. He's going to be casting Team Secret.
I mean,
instead.
I was
was a
supposedly
good one.
casting the Cloud9 game,
Yeah.
and then I was denied of it.
But then things happened.
So coming into this, HGT played today versus and won versus
Probably against newbie.
no
Everybody wins against.
versus Big Gods actually. Did you cast that game?
No, wasn't.
Who casted that game? No one here casted that game, but I did see it, and it was a very convincing win as well. HGT dominated Big God all through and through. And this we're talking about the second wildcard, like the last or the worst team out of all the teams that qualified if we take into account just the rankings or how they qualified. Now, and we're talking about Team Secret, which is potentially the best team so far because of the record compared to everyone else. Only EG didn't lose any games either. So, in papers, this should be easily a Secret game.
Yeah.
But can ZSMJ turn this around in any ways?
I want to say the chance of HGT winning is less than 10%. I think it need a couple of. I know that's a pretty bold prediction. I think Secret's been really strong so far. I think HGT has had. First of all, they've been hit or miss, so they need to hit, and Secret need to miss a little bit.
Right.
So if you say hit or miss,
again.
so if you say hit or miss is 50-50, then they need to hit. So that's 50%.
Right.
If they miss, they lose. So
Right.
they need to hit first. That's 50%. And then if Secret still play their best, I think they've got it. So Secret also need to fail a little bit, which I think they've shown one sign of weakness in all their 4 games, and that was when they lost their trial in against HR. Apart from that, they've been completely dominant and haven't really.
So we can
given
say that they
anything
have
away.
20% chance of failing and 80% chance of doing.
Yeah, something like that. I feel
So
like that sounds
so-
fairly reasonable.
So if it's 50% of hit and 20% of that to actually.
Then it's 12.5.
No, it's
10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
Exactly 10.
See?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. You were looking at me with weird eyes, but when you hear the reasoning, it's like, yeah, that's
Aha.
pretty
The
good.
calculation was.
Yeah, the math is incredible.
WinteR, are you friends with any of the guys from HGT?
Not exactly. No.
Not
I
particularly.
don't really know.
Are
them
you
well.
enemies with any of them?
No, but
Not exactly.
you know what? One thing about their team is getting the right heroes for IC, their offlaner, and you can see a lot of the games. Teams were just banning heroes that he is actually comfortable with. They ban his clockwork, and when he doesn't have clockwork or tide.
That was not directed at you. That was.
I'm just laughing. Onto your
Just so
previous
happy
one.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see something on our observer screens only, but I think the crucial part is getting IC his comfortable hero, which is like either the clock or the tide. We saw the games where when he was playing something else, like he was really uncomfortable, and he made like one good example was the game where he was playing a void. I'm not sure if it was the wildcard games or it was the group stage games, but you could tell he was really uncomfortable on that hero, and it cost them the game.
Okay. What are uncomfortable heroes for Secret, Lumi?
Do they have any?
I
Apart
don't
from
know.
techies?
Techies.
Techies.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been. We were talking about them before, and you said like, well, do these guys have a weakness, or sorry, like, is it a weakness that they're playing always the same kind of thing over and over? What is the same kind of thing? Like, when you think of Secret and how they've been playing so far, what is
Wolfman.
Chen Shadowfiend.
Chen Shadowfiend Wolf?
Sometimes Lycan.
Okay.
They have been able to get at least maybe 2 of them in all games, or at
They
least
got Chen
at least
Shadowfiend
1.
here, by the way.
Well,
Oh
that's
boy.
you ruined the you beautiful segue.
Okay, whatever. Can I make a segment
Well.
addition to my betting? To my betting
Yes.
for extra points?
Go ahead.
Secret's gonna win in less than 30 minutes.
It doesn't. You've seen part of the draft. It doesn't.
Yeah, it just
no
doesn't
way.
come
No, but
I
I
mean-
was gonna make the bet regardless of that.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
can trust me on that.
Yeah, I'll give it. He's doing so poorly.
I mean-
half a point. Oh,
Yeah.
Is that even a good enough number for Team Secret? Because you know they're gonna.
It really isn't, but you're so far
I'm
behind.
down
We're in
with it.
America.
Okay, we're America. What does America have anything to do with it? You're not even
No
American.
child left behind.
Okay.
So
somewhat.
kind of. So yeah, we're going into the draft. You were talking about Chen Shadowfiend. Chen Shadowfiend it is for Team
Boom.
Secret. No Wolfman.
Oh, maybe Ancient Apparition can buy
Wolf-
buy them 5 minutes. I just hope the game goes
Wolfman
beyond
is-
30 minutes now.
yeah.
That's like
Okay,
the
so
second.
Wolfman is first banned, so
Yeah, they
Yeah.
banned out the Lycan as well as Bat. So.
And Secret bans the Wisp and the Juggernaut.
By the way, I
so-
think we should quickly mention, if you guys were watching a little bit before the Cloud9 versus Big God game, that one is going on over at twitch.tv/Dota Cinema. If you were watching that and you're like, hey, where did that game go? That looked really interesting. That's running on that secondary stream.
yeah, and if you subscribe to Dota Cinema, you can ride what for the horse? What is the
So, DC Horse, that's amazing. You love
DC
it.
horse?
Absolutely,
Yes.
the greatest. The absolute greatest.
Excellent.
I don't even have words for how amazing that is.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna say
You
amazing.
I mean, I have a word for how amazing it is.
Oh,
DC horse.
no.
But you have to be subscriber to actually see it.
Yeah, okay.
So, good. Nice
Yeah.
plug.
Okay, so
You owe me 250.
I would have never plugged that, you know? Never plugged that, and you just brought it up randomly. Well, fair enough. I mean, thanks, I
Hey,
guess.
No problem.
I'm done with that. So they're going to ban out Axe for HGT, which is another hero secret that's been running. They've run it on S4 mid, and have they run it apart from that one game? I don't know, actually, but I did see that.
there
Well-
was one game I think he was in a short lane as well, if I recall.
Yeah, that's the same game. We're even Vanguard into Blink, right? Like,
I'm still really surprised teams keep giving Secret this Chen Shadowfiend opener. It just
you
seems
can't ban
so...
them all though. You kind of have to ban the Lycan too.
Do you have to ban the Bat in the first phase against Secret? Are
Probably
they...
not.
Yeah, the Bat Rider is actually a really odd ban against
I mean,
Secret.
Zai is
He plays anything.
a very greedy offlaner. It's not
Bat
like
is not a greedy offlaner.
exactly.
You can be greedy.
And if they
start with Boost of Travel.
And if they
Uh-huh.
thought the Bat was that good, they could have first picked it. They had the overall first pick, which is why Secret banned out the IO as well.
Maybe
against
they
it.
just
So,
don't want to play against it.
Yeah, maybe Bat Rider is a big problem.
And
I
they
have
do
a
Vengeful
prediction.
Spirit as well, which is kind of like a natural answer against the Bat Rider as well. So
Yeah, but if they would have picked Bat themselves, that would have obviously been there for Secret. I don't think Secret would have
Yeah.
picked it anyway. I think they would
Nah.
have just Chen Shadowfiend it all over it.
Yeah.
But gonna have a Titan Align ban from either side. I think Secret's main concern is that they can't break the base easily. With AA ult and Ravage, it could be difficult, so they're going to get rid of that. And the Lion has been a very popular support. That was, I believe, Kuro has been playing Lion and Rubik.
Lion and Rubik.
Yes.
Yeah, Lion
Yeah.
and Rubik.
And Visage once.
yes,
Yes.
that is correct.
Pick
So-
them with the Lycan how.
Visage does not partner well with Chen, so Rubik or Lion would be the more
Yeah.
suitable ones with Chen here.
Yeah, the only thing I'm very concerned about Team Secret is something that you brought up, Cinderin, is they don't have good high ground, and Team Secret plays it very safe. So I expect them to be ahead, but whether they can finish the game in 30 minutes. That's
Yeah.
why I chose 30 minutes. Like I felt like it's a fair number. There was
Maybe
some risk into it.
HGT should just pick Void and Medusa. And
No,
just,
that,
and
that,
just
then
get
they will
20k
actually
behind.
lose. They will actually lose in 30 minutes.
Then get 20k behind and then hold the high ground.
No, they're not.
But
That's
they don't get a tie though. So
Team
yeah.
Secret is not going to throw 2 fights in a row.
Yeah, they need something like Magnus and Medusa with the Empower just to hold the high ground.
Oh, they're gonna ban
Wow, that's a really
Darkseer.
interesting.
Oh, Dark's
man.
here.
Are they thinking about running some very greedy melee carry? Is that why the
Mm.
Darkseer ban comes out?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen HGT even play Darkseer this
So
tournament.
sometimes, but I see he's not very comfortable on that hero. He's more comfortable with, like I said, the Clockwork or the Tide.
Is Clockwork a nice pick against the Shadowfiend? Like you kind of deny the ultimate if you
Mhm.
have him on.
Clock
And-
can be decent, but he's not good against Chen. There's going to be
Yeah.
this wall of creeps. Hitting a hookshot is going to be a nightmare. And even then, should you land a hookshot, you can send home the target in there.
How about Doom?
So-
You can just devour the creeps, even though you doom someone, he sends back someone most of the time, so your Doom wouldn't be that effective. But you can remove his creeps with the Midas and the Devour.
Doom could be okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a fairly good solution to the Yule's Shadowfiend build too.
How
Yeah.
about Clinks against
Yeah.
Chen?
Clanks is good,
not bad.
somewhat good too.
Clinks, same idea. You can just like eat his creeps, and once you get that level 6 or a little bit of mana sustain, you just follow the Chen around, and it's a free kill every single time. You just essentially make his life living hell.
A few months, or not a few months, let's see, what's that? More than a year ago, but less than 2 years ago, there was a phase where Chen was picked quite a bit, and especially teams like Empire would play Clinks all the time. But they would just punish the junglers of the enemy team by getting a fast Orchid and Clinks and never letting the jungler in the game past 15 minutes.
Right.
That could totally work. It's even better now, I think.
Yeah.
They're very good against Queen of Pain as well with the Orchid. And once again, well, Secret, this is the same pick
The
they had
same
against
picks.
Cloud9.
Yeah, the Quad.
There is no change at all.
Safe lane Quad.
Tech is incoming.
Tekis is going to be 5th pick by this. I mean, if this continues, then what are they missing?
What was the other?
Rubik.
Yeah.
Rubik.
Rubik
He's
and
still in
Titus.
too.
Rubik was a huge part in that because the sniper
Yeah.
got ganked
Yeah.
repeatedly in the mid lane.
But at the same time, I feel that when you have a Chen, you're not really forced to pick. Like there's many supports that go with Chen. Like Chen makes your life very easy once you get a couple creeps. If you have even a Crystal Maiden would work here. A Venomancer would work here. I mean, probably not because he doesn't have a real stun. But
He's also not that good on support anymore. I feel.
Yeah.
He's more of a core.
Vino needs a lot of farm. He just tends to want to farm more
he
as a
doesn't
support.
need a lot of farm
He does.
if you're not playing him as a core.
Also, he needs levels,
But he
he,
needs
he does need levels.
and that's also not going to be too easy to get. This is a good pick, I think, for HGT. I like Ember Spirit so far against Secret's lineup. They do have heavy spell burst with Shadow Fiend and Quap, which you can block. If you time it well, like the ideal of Flame Guard is to block like 400 damage, or 499.
Yeah, exactly. Like keep it up,
Block
absorb
as
as much
damage as possible, but not have it break. Sonic Wave is pure,
Yeah,
so that doesn't break it anymore, which can be good and bad. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Then there's Scream of Pain and there's Raises. So if you get hit by Scream and one raise, it's gone. But if you get hit by either only once, you could maybe play around. Oh, what a surprise. You can
Aha.
play around. There's another counter, or another classic pick, I should say, for Secret. It's another decent counter to Ember, though.
Yeah.
Or it is a decent counter, because they don't have any. Telekinesis. Fate Bolt can
Instant.
break the shield.
Yeah,
Next
instant leaf so that you can catch him out. But
Quick question, just to confirm: if Shadow Fiend goes for the Blink Yule's Requiem, Ember could get out of that, right?
If he has the
If he
spirit
remnant
already.
out,
he
yeah.
has the spear already.
Yeah,
Yes.
he can.
Okay. So I was thinking it like, what disables are you really looking at, apart from the Rubik, to shut down the Ember?
Wait,
So
can you dodge it by Slide of Fist immediately? I think you can as well.
never tried that ever.
I think the cast animation might be too long.
You need more than one target.
Depends where you're facing as well.
Yeah, you need to cast in the direction you're facing, and there needs to be more than one target, because else you come back like, what's that, 0.10 seconds later?
Okay,
and then
yeah,
you'll
you
still
get hit
take the
anyways.
Requiem.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough. Here
good.
comes
You
the
called
Doom.
it.
Okay.
Well, that's an answer to the Chen. That's an answer to the Queen of Pain.
Pretty good
Yeah,
score.
and the Ember, you talked about having the Orchid against the Ember. Like most of the Chinese teams, they would build a Manta first right away if you have some sort of hero that would build Orchid really early on. So he's just going to negate it, and it provides him with really good movement speed to team fight very well early.
It could.
We're good.
I think against this Secret draft, which shouldn't surprise anyone, what they've granted so far. It could be a solution. The dangerous thing for HGT is if they lose the laning stage too hard, which has been what Secret have been really good at. But they actually have some okay supports in Venge and AA to fight with. Ember Spirit is extremely easy to gank for. Doom not so much.
they banned the
techies!
Damn!
I could guarantee that Team Secret was not gonna pick the techies.
This is just like
It
mine.
was-
They got mind
It
games.
wasn't a bad game for techies because the two cores are melee.
Oh, come on. You could just say pick Ember, or
Well,
sorry,
the
Timbersaw.
techies' minds are physical.
physical,
So
yeah.
Okay,
Doom
okay.
has low armor.
Alright guys, a real hero.
Ember Spirit.
What about
real
real
hero.
what about
and
LC
human
here?
being.
Is LC bad here?
I think they're gonna get the puck, maybe. Even though there is a Doom, I still think it could work. Because they're Radiant. I think Zai could get away with that in this game.
Okay.
That's one choice. It's a great way of initiating the fight, because when you look at what they have sick AoE damage.
Or
Oh, the
Or
Brood
the
Mama.
Brood that we've seen.
Brood
Oh yeah, that's
Mother.
actually
I mean, these
even
two
better.
supports
Yeah.
just dies the Brood, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
even
yeah.
better.
And Ember Spirit, even though Flame Guard, in theory, kills the Spiderlings really
Spiderlings.
fast, sometimes it's not fast enough.
Does actually take quite a while, right?
Yeah.
The Flame Guard is 30, 40, 50, 60 DPS.
Let's check right now.
So
Yeah, it is.
You I think the tanky spiders have, how much is it? 300 something else? 350?
350 health.
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
there.
So that's, after all, that's 6 seconds. But Ember can be fine. If you manage to like get some detection on them or keep them in the area, it's a good source of extra fire.
I'm not sure though. The early game seems like it's gonna be really difficult because Slug needs a few levels in the Dark Pack before he can clear the wave.
Yeah, this
And the
picks up.
Rubik and Chen, because it's a safe lane co-op, you don't need to be there for her. You're just gonna be moving around the map, pressuring the lanes, and it's Air playing the Ember. Ember versus Shadow Fiend middle. If they can gank the Ember like once or twice before the level 6, the Shadow Fiend is just going to destroy the Ember in the lane. He can't CS properly in the lane.
Yep.
Yeah, if this game goes,
It could end really quick.
It
If
could end
Secret-
before 30 minutes.
if Secret get the kind of early game they did against Navi, it's going to be like the Navi game from yesterday, where they
Yeah,
just
it's
ran
like
them completely
Was
over.
it like a 25-minute game
I
yesterday?
think so.
Yeah.
That could happen again. They need to deal with the Brood.
Some people from Secret are AFK or forgot how to pick their heroes. I think there's not going to be any surprise to see Zai on the Brood Mother, S4 on Queen of Pain, and finally Kuroki on the Rubik. Team quickly rushing into the lanes. Yeah, everyone to their own. Nothing particularly special. Shadowfin with a very, very greedy, no regen, just 2 branches. Surprised to see that no one gives him even a tango. Or maybe they do? I don't know.
Maybe they're just a little late giving him the tango.
And HGT quickly rushing to that bottom lane. As Synderen and I will leave to our comfortable couch to watch the amazing Lumi and WinteR cast HGT versus Secret. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Bruno. Quick question, WinteR. When do you decide to go for the bottle rush build on Shadowfiend mid versus, and when you do that, you get the raises for 1 to guarantee the first 2 creeps, and you get the bottle, or when you decide to go for a Wraith Band? Do you even go for the Wraith Band first?
I think this matchup is because he wants to have razors at level 1 so he can take away the Flame Guard if necessary. If the Ember has Flame Guard at level 1. And if you want to go for that build, it's better that you want to rush a bottle because you're using your mana at level 1.
Okay. What about just against any other like melee mid?
It's really dependent on some players feel like it's better, it's more comfortable to have the Wraith Band to last hit. Some players, like maybe you would see maybe quite well they would take Raze at level 1 and go for the quick bottle. Like it really depends on what are their preferences and also the laning partner. Who are you laning against?
The room will help him to get his bottle almost instantaneously, so that's pretty good for him. Yeah, I guess Secret is looking to just get their early smokes off, right? Like you said, if you just shut down the Ember in the first 2 ganks, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, they'll be looking to get a few ganks before the Ember has level 6 and try to control the game. As I said, they don't really need to protect the Quap that much at bottom, so the Rubik and Chen are really free to help out the other lanes, especially the Broodmother's lane, so she can snowball out of the lane, take the tier 1 very early on, and just control the enemy's jungle with the Rubik and Chen sitting there with the Broodmother in the lane.
Okay.
That would be the ideal situation that Secret would be looking to achieve in the early game.
Now, what about HGT? You don't expect to shut down the Brood a lot on the top lane because just how hard to find her. What's your goal here for the 2 support? Are you just pulling for experience?
Yeah, the mainly they want to get a lot of experience on the A. At the same time, they want to make sure that one of the supports constantly stand around maybe the high ground in the middle lane to spot out whether Secret is actually smoking over with the Chen and the Rubik with the creep, so that they would actually protect the Ember and stop what Secret wants to do, which is to get a couple of kills early. Even 1 would be suffice for Secret if they can get 1 kill on the Ember.
Okay. Well, no smoke just yet here, as both team support just kind of getting the levels, level 1 or 2. Nice little double stacking here, attempt from Chen to increase his jungle farm, but a ton of early game usage wards from HGT to try to block Puppy.
This is slowing down the Chen by quite a bit. He has 2 camps block off on the right side, and he dewarded the one on the left.
I mean, Chen could just, in theory, just go into the enemy jungle, right? There's really nobody that could stop him.
Yeah, but he needs to bring the Rubik along because like at this point IC is jungling, so there's an extra body on their side of the jungle. It's not so safe for the Rubik and Chen to just walk in and contest it. They need to choose their timings well. 2-minute rune gonna spawn, Venge gonna get a bounty rune at top as the regen rune at bottom. Both of the teams see the regen rune, and here comes the Doom gonna pick up the regeneration. And I think they would want to get at least 1 more level on the Rubik before they start moving. It's probably gonna try a pull here. They spot the Doom coming in their jungle.
Yeah, and they can't really do much. Well, actually, Chen is gonna come around. Chen doesn't. He has a centaur.
Quap is coming in with the blink poison though. This is dangerous for the Doom.
Kuroki's just baiting. He thinks that oh, it's Chen. Is the Doom just dead? There's a little bit of nice body blocking. They're blocking for the centaur. The lift is available.
He's dead.
Actually, the lift tossed back. The centaur stomp a little bit off here, but the long right clicks. Kuroki's gonna draw the first blood, and actually that's kind of what he needs, right? He just won the quick level 3, like you said.
That was really risky by the Doom though. That was like something that you have to account that the Chen is nearby the jungle and the Quap has blink, like the range of the blink, he can come from anywhere. It was such a risky play by the Doom.
Well, it didn't pay off there, and I guess you now just go back to jungle. Yeah, he is just walking to the top.
And Kuroki got a pull off here, has his boots, gonna regen up with a tango, and I'm just looking at the Chen creeps at the moment. He has a centaur and a satyr. Not too bad creeps if they want to move around the map and try to make a gank happen. And he even has the Dark Troll here to set up for the storm for the centaur.
Yeah, is he gonna be switching the creep? Just ditch the satyr and
ditch the satyr and just get the troll.
Yeah, Kuroki's not joining up with him yet. Is there any chance that he could solo gank the Ember Spirit? Maybe with Flame Guard on cooldown.
It's really difficult though. It's like, how is the Chen gonna get close up for the for the creeps to actually get an initiation without the Rubik? Yep.
TZ is wrecking, is what I've heard. And on the CS chart, he is showing that. Look at that. 20 CS lead. Didn't really watch how exactly this happened, but... Any guesses here, Winter? Just
It's
last hitting?
It's just from last hitting, and Ember doesn't really do well against range heroes that has very high right-click damage, which Seraphine gets from the souls, and maybe the first few waves as well. I didn't check if usually the AA, if you have a AA, like you want to go help your middle lane, maybe the AA didn't go help the Ember with the first wave. You give a chilling touch to the mid hero.
Oh, they used it on the bottom to fight for the first rune. So they
Here
had
comes the
chilling touch
bench.
and cooldown.
Here comes the bench.
Well, they gotta get this kill because Arteezy's really far behind, but he's got the level 6 Requiem. The damage reduction's right there, and he's gonna go for a kill on Kaka. He will get one kill. He's looking to get the second kill. He's bottling up, looking for the raises. It will hit, but barely he doesn't get the kill. And Arteezy looking like a little bit like PIS, getting ganked and not caring about it at all.
Oh, that was a really good point in his ultimate at level 6.
Did he just level up and then just got it
I
there?
didn't pay attention, can't really say, but usually you don't have that. You would only have that in certain scenarios. That probably he just popped level 6 and just
Leveled it there.
leveled it there, yeah, when he needed. And here we go, Secret gonna take the tier 1 at bottom, gonna continuously pressure the tier 2 here.
And I like the way they're pushing this. They're pushing without giving Doom too much experience. Obviously, he's edging in, but they're trying to zone him out as best as can. And what's your thought on, instead of focusing on the Ember mid, you just go hard on these towers?
Yeah, because HGT, again, they don't have much D-push right now before the Slug reaches like high levels with the Zark pack, so everyone else can't really push the lane out quickly. So you can actually pressure the towers like what they're doing right now. It's just creating a lot of space. Like the Venge is forced to come over.
The Ember is forced to come over
Yeah,
for a little bit.
the Brood will have a lot of space in
Yeah.
the next few minutes.
Well, they see the Venge thanks to the high ground ward they set. They got one kill, and I see gotta be careful.
This is getting from bad to worse for HGT.
I mean, is HGT's gonna last 30 minutes given how this game's going?
It's really hard for them. They need to find a lot of farm on all their costs, and especially the Ember, which is losing the lane very heavily towards the Shadow Fiend right now. Shadow Fiend gets a double damage rune.
Oh
Gonna-
my god, oh!
Oh,
I didn't think that Raze was gonna break the shield and kill, but that's exactly what happened. Arteezy is just running away with this game. He's actually gonna go for an Aquila, it seems like.
he has Bracer as well because of how much gold he has.
I guess the bracers, you just get it just to tank up a little bit, but I don't think he even needs it, given how well he's doing. So, how much does ZSMJ needs to do to kind of bring his team?
A lot as usual.
Well, I see it's going to be a lot of trouble on the bottom lane. Sonic Wave is not available, but they'll just right-click him down. There you go. Back in the mid lane, another Requiem. He will die finally, and very important kill being picked up by Air. But I'm not sure how much that matters. But I think Brewmother dying top matters a lot more, especially ZSMJ getting the solo kill there.
Yeah, he was
Or not solo kill, the AA
trying
was
to
there.
kill the AA as well, so he was diving them, but didn't really got to escape.
Okay, so the mid-game recovery for HGT is not all terrible, but they need more of this, right? And they need to dodge a couple ganks, because it seems like Puppey as well as Kuroki is looking to start picking up air kills here and there.
Yeah,
S4 joining this fight as well.
middle lane. Well, this is really aggressive. It's gonna drop a net on pretty hard. Here comes the Sonic Wave as well.
Well, not going to do too much. It does get the AA kill, but they're going to lose S4. S4 blinks away barely with the last health. Arteezy just waltzing in. He is, well, there's no Doom available. Arteezy's actually going to just last at the tower under 3 enemy heroes. I mean, he recognized there's no Doom. Magic Missile has already been used, so he's very comfortable.
And top lane, Slug goes for a Midas, like you said. He needs a lot of picking up to do. Needs to catch up. Needs to carry his team. This is like, he has to do so much. He needs to defend the Brood lane. He needs to help his team. Like, I'm not sure whether he can actually do so much in this game.
Yeah, and eventually you gotta imagine S4 is gonna start picking up Orchids. And that's only going to be, well, it's going to be good both against Ember and ZSMJ.
What?
ZSMJ forced to use that Shadow Dance, and here comes Arteezy, hits one Blind Raise, essentially. Oh, there's no more mana on ZSMJ. He scouted 2 Raise, 3rd Raise? Oh, he's got to get the 3 mark.
Haste Rune as well on the quad.
Uh-oh. Air's out of mana, but looks like they're going to not chase him down. Air? Okay, they're going to be fine. Yeah, right now Secret is just getting whatever they want, however they want it. 6,000 goal lead. 8 minutes in.
It's getting out of hand. This is like their plan. Or they need to win the lanes, and it's going on really smooth for them. Shadowfiend destroying the Ember, and that was like the lane that went the best for them. Like Brood Mother as well at top of the network at 4th place right now.
So is this just mostly just the draft, or do you think maybe the individual skill as well? Because Air is generally a very good Ember player, right?
Usually they switch around in their team. Like Air sometimes plays the Ember. Usually ZSMJ. You see ZSMJ playing the Ember a lot more in the team. Air usually plays like Panda, Tiny,
Okay.
and the Shadowfiend.
So back to the draft then, because like you said, the Shadowfiend versus Ember matchup was not really in
Yeah, it
Ember's
was not.
favor.
Ember mid loses to a lot of heroes. Like Shadowfiend is like one of the heroes that when he doesn't do well in the first 2 waves, and it's gonna get really tough when the Shadowfiend has high points in the race.
Yeah. And we're gonna start seeing some Yule's Requiem. Generally, you don't see Requiem even being cast till
Level
15
10.
minutes into the
level-
game.
You get it at level 9.
Yeah. But he's cast at least 2 to 3 so far. Zai gonna just get Hannah Midas because I guess why not? I think Orchid might be a good item to rush for, but when you could get Midas, just get Midas.
Depends on how the game goes in the next few minutes. If things keep going really well, you might consider you want to get like early Necrobook so you can finish the game very fast, very
Okay.
early. And again, HGT doesn't have much D push apart from Dark Pack, and Battle Fury Ember Spirit not gonna come anytime soon. He's probably gonna have to make a Manta first because the co-op is gonna get a really quick Orchid at
Uh-oh.
this pace.
Yeah, Pretty House dead. There you go. Spider's just chasing. Oh, he's actually gonna push it back. I'm surprised that he just pulled the Spiders back because it's a pretty free commit, but he'll let the AA live.
like he couldn't see the rest of the heroes at that point, so he didn't want to go into it and
Well,
give up a kill.
He didn't have to chase himself, right? The Spiders with the web maybe could have chased him down, but
Yeah, the AA didn't have boots either. It was like
Yeah.
quite a certain kill.
meanwhile, Roshan is just being attempted by Team Secret, and they're pretty much getting it for free, or they have the Medallion Courage. Nice to see that Puppy's just gone for the Medallion first instead of Mech, which is pretty a normal first core item, but they're so far ahead, and you could even argue that they don't need the Mech right now. They want to gank on Zai, but Zai with that movement speed, he can't go through trees anymore because he is dusted, but he just outruns everybody. Actually, Doom's going to come off. Swap, Doom comes on, and Zai is going to go down, but that's a lot of commitment. Actually, is he going to live? Is he just running away? Dark Pack and jump. ZSMJ picks up yet another kill. He's up to 1,000 gold, so maybe picking up item. But meanwhile, they're going to take a ton of tier 2 tower damage on the mid lane.
And the bottom lane as well. S4 with the double damage, gonna take down the tower by himself. It's a really good trade for them. Getting so much that tower damage done to the tier 2 mid, tier 2 bottom, and just losing a Brood there, where the enemy team had to commit so much resources. Especially the Doom using his ultimate as well for that kill.
So what's the most important item for HG to pick up in the next 5 minutes to get themselves some chance? Is it Slark's first mobility item, whether it's a Blink or a Shadow Blade?
It doesn't feel like they're gonna be able to fight so much, so he needs to find pickoffs. Like Blink Dagger would be the best that comes to my mind, so he can actually make openings for the Doom to come in. Cast a Doom on the Brood Mother. The Shadow Blade would also be a possible choice, but Blink seems like the more reliable one.
Okay. Alright, so let me just theorycraft a little bit more. Let's just say he has a Blink now, okay? Because he definitely has to go to pick it up. Who can he actually solo kill? I don't think he killed the Brood,
He
really.
can't solo kill, but
Maybe
he's gonna be the one setting up for the team because Ember needs some time to catch up. He didn't have a good start in the laning phase, so he needs more time trying to catch up and trying to get his drums and face boots.
Okay, so it's more like a threat of there's a threat of Slark killing you, so that forces Secret to play a little bit more
Yeah,
defensively.
He already chose his item, so he's
Okay.
going for the Shadow Blade, which is like the same reasoning. It's just a different usage. You force the enemy supports to get sentries, and you have more attack speed, more carry potential later into the game.
Okay, Arteezy's got the Yule Scepter available. He's gonna pop it on Pretty, I think. He got the movement speed as well. No Yules being lifted. And they'll just walk forward and start grazing down some creeps. Yeah, also Kuroki's very close to his Blink Dagger gold.
They
Got
don't
two-
have sentries here. Oh, the smoke.
Oh, immediately breaks.
They have no clue that he has a Shadow Blade.
Yeah. That was well, he hasn't revealed it
Yeah,
yet.
he hasn't revealed it. That's why they didn't know.
Looks like he's revealing it to the Spider now. They're pinging it out. In fact, there's a fight breaking on the Vengeful Spear. Ice Blast is going to come right in, and actually the Ice Blast doing a ton of damage. Arteezy might die. He's trying to channel his Requiem. He will get it off before actually dying. Oh, he's got Aegis and Mortal, so he's not too afraid of anything. 2 for 2 trades so far, but good trades for HGT. They took the Aegis, they killed the Queen of Pain, only losing 2 supports. That's a pretty big win.
And they're gonna take a lot of damage here as well on the tier 2 for HGT.
I like what ZSMJ is doing. Oh, never mind. I thought he was cutting off the crit wave before TPing back, but... Alright, he'll just TP back to base.
Things are getting a lot harder for them. Doom just got his Midas, so everyone needs time to farm, and ZSMJ is the only one that has something to help his team set up kills on top lane. Ember, they're gonna hunt him down. They need the Rubik to live.
Uh-oh. Does he have a Remnant? Can you get out? Okay. I guess ZSMJ and a good Ice Blast could also do it, right? If you find a lone target, but at this point in game, Secret, they could just group up as 5.
Yeah, they can finish the game.
Yeah,
very soon.
so your Slark just does nothing at this point, right?
You have to try and get, maybe he can only kill like the Rubik easily.
He's coming in, he's trying to look for a pounce target, but he just can't do anything. It's just a sad game to see how Slark is. So
Brook got Necrobook, realizing they could end the game really quick. Yeah.
He'll set there picking him up, immediately Remnant back out. Tier 2 is going to get dropped. And what's stopping Secret from going to tier 3? A little bit of good split pushing on the bottom, I guess.
You just want to get all the outer tier first, just to make sure that you go high ground with the maximum potential. You get all the towers. The mech is not completed yet on the Chen. That is like the next thing that they want to. And Orchid is soon for the Queen of Pain.
Okay. So, I mean, WinteR, if you're competing in DAC... Oh, hold that dot. S4, gonna blink away. Nicely done. Good disjoint here. And you see Secret running this exact same strat, right? Or a very similar playstyle where they just do a very early aggressive push. What's your priority in the drafting phase? Because I feel like teams are just having trouble right there.
I think the main thing is like you can't give them an offlane like Broodmother. Like they had a chance to take it out after Secret opened the first 2 heroes, which is Chen and Shadowfiend. You can't let them have Broodmother because like only an offlaner like Broodmother can actually create so much problems around the map. If they have something else that doesn't make the supports have to commit in the lane, then this wouldn't work so well.
So it's not even to say that you get a Brood, but I could counter you with a support Sanking. That's not the logic that
it's just that it's so much trouble dealing with it. They don't have the appropriate heroes as well, and they don't have so much D push. They need to rely on the Slug, but the Slug has to set up kills, so you can't be at 2 places at once. You
trying to do too much.
Yeah, you have to do too much as a Slug this game. That's how I feel about it, because the offlaner is something like a Brood, and only Brood does this thing to you.
Okay. And most teams have been banning out second phase.
Yeah,
ban
most
Brood.
of the teams have been taking the Brood out in the second phase, but HGT didn't do that, and they are stuck in this predicament. Like they are having just so much problems if you look at the map. They can't control the map. Every Secret is just farming their jungle, farming the enemy jungle with the Brood spiders, taking all your towers in Roshan, and they're gonna knock on your high ground fairly soon.
Yeah, you can see that ZSMJ is trying to go for the Brood kill. He's got a dust, but every time he's up there, Zai's just in patches of trees.
When he don't see the Slug on the map, he just doesn't show himself in the lane. That's about it. And Necrobook tree is just 1000 go away. That's gonna be the timing where they want to push with the level 3 book, and mech is already completed. I think mech is already completed on the Chen as well.
Yep. Just gearing up all the key items,
comes
and
the
right
smoke.
now, big smoke gang coming out from HGT. They gotta buy themselves some time. And whether they could even get that is...
Even the Chen kill, if you killed the Chen and his army, that would buy you at least 2 minutes before they can push again.
Oh, maybe they kill Wildkin? No?
Nah.
Yeah, they saw the smoke gang coming. Everybody just backed off the T2 towers. Kako might actually... No. He doesn't get jumped. And all of this walking around is just not really progressing their own item as well.
Oh, Blink Doom. That was close. They had the Blink Doom.
Blink Doom with the Ice Vortex might have set up a kill, but they didn't go for it. I think right now HGT feels like they're hesitating a lot as well. Yeah, like they see these momentary kill, for example, the Blink Doom on the quad, but they're just not taking it.
The Broodmother's gonna scout things out. They have so much info right now, so much map control. The Venge is gonna get chased down. By the Spiderlings has to back off. You can see the map. Secret are just getting more of the map right now, using the resources better, farming the enemy jungle, farming their jungle, and making sure that HGT, the only stuff they can farm is the creeps that are pushing towards their towers.
Mm-hmm. And they're farming it under their tower, so they're missing a one or two here and there. So yeah, you said that ZSMJ has to do a lot, and he has the items to do it with. It's just I think Secret has just been moving a lot smarter. They're avoiding him every single time.
And he goes for a gem as well. This is just how this is, and he even bought the gem himself. This is
Yeah.
just how much he feels the pressure that he has to do so much. This was like the issue from the start of the game. He has to do so much, and you can only be at places like one place at a time. So it's just asking too much from him. Now he gets the gem. He realizes he needs to kill the brute to stop the pressure coming up from the top lane.
Right.
And brute
So-
has Necrobook 3. So at this point, if he pounces on the brute,
Brew might win that fight.
yeah, he needs to pop his ulti.
Well, like the passive for the Brew just cause them to miss, right? Can you dark pack those?
Yeah, you can remove that.
Okay. And as ZSMJ checks left, Zai's already on the right, so it's just hard to find
Yeah,
him.
He pops the Necrobook as well.
Okay.
Just
This could be a kill. Getting a kill on Zai, how long does that buy time-wise? At least a minute? Well, actually, it's Vengeful Spear that might die eventually. And Vengeful Spear, the Doom's trying to help out, and they are shooting to troll down all the spider. That's at least like 200 gold worth of spiders as well. So that's a big win for HGT.
and the Necrobook as well didn't get to much use. That was a huge deal for HGT. They bought themselves some time, and time is the most important thing they need
Okay.
right now. Time to get gold, time to use their Midas, the Devour. They
I
just
mean-
need so much catching up to do.
All of this is not stopping Arteezy from farming. S4 is still farming extremely well, but it just gives them a chance, HGT a chance to actually fight and farm. But Ember checking on his gold. Is he nearing towards that Battle Fury?
No, he went for the BKB first instead of the Manta that I was talking about. He needs some defensive item to make sure he doesn't get picked off easily by the Quap.
Okay. But it almost feels like if you go for the BKB, then you're just...
I don't think he has much choice though, because the Battle Fury takes too long from
Okay.
how he started in the lane, and that would just give Secret so much opportunities to kill him. Like the window of opportunity will always be there for the Quap to solo kill him.
So basically he's saying, ZSMJ, please kill Zai 3 more times and give me a chance to farm for another set of item. And look at Zai. He's just being so annoying in these trees.
Yeah, he knows the Slug is trying to hunt him. That's how they need to come back in the game.
But he's outside, and it looks like the Ice Blast's gonna come through, and that's gonna be another kill. They kill Zai again. ZSMJ has to find these kills, and he is finding them.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work for his team at the moment. Yeah, those kills were really important for them. It relieves a lot of pressure, and his team is able to move around more efficiently. And here comes RTZ.
Yeah, he's got the Yule Scepter set up. Buys the Eagle Song. I think he has a complete butterfly.
They're gonna do the Rosh actually, but there's a remnant. There's an Ember remnant inside. So if they do it, it's gonna be
Scene.
seen by the enemy team. Maybe just get the tier 2 at middle lane first.
Yeah, I think so. RTZ is just so farm right now. He could actually just solo Roche, and maybe that's a play, but why even go for the risky thing when you could just get the tower for sure?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They need to blow the Doom. The Doom has to be on the Shadow Fiend or the Quap though, but they need to take out the Chen at the same time. So he can't send him back.
Well, I mean, sending the... Oh, Blink Initiation. The Lift's going to be follow-up, and Ice is going to get dropped back. No Doom. Oh, Swap's going to come out, but the kill's going to come through regardless. Ice Blast not hitting too much. Arteezy taking a little bit of damage. I think forcing the Chen to send the Shadow Fiend back is not all too terrible, because at least he's out of the fight for 20 seconds, maybe. But that didn't even happen, so they'll get the Roshan for free. And they're buying back. They want to fight for this. I mean, Secret could just back off, right? They don't need to even commit.
They can take the Rosh really quick, and there's still no Venge.
Ooh. Here comes Kuroki. He's a lot of trouble. ZSMJ dishing out the damage very quickly. They get one kill, but they lose the Roshan. So the buyback not really helping out too much. Can they get a little bit more? Icy getting silenced up. He's taking a ton of damage. He doesn't have the BKB yet. And I think he might actually run out fine. Blink 4 for S4. Another Scream's going to do it. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, Zai is just pushing it in. That was essentially 4v5, and Secret got the Roche, forced out the buyback, and traded 1-for-1.
Radiant's middle tower
They only
is
lost a
under
Rubik
attack.
as a price of that, and Doom had to buy back.
Yeah.
Here comes the Slug again. He is really trying very hard to just shut down this Brood Mother.
Well, ZSMJ knows what he needs to do. Is he going to just Dark Path these? Look at this! Well, Oh, he really wants these. All right, okay. That's
The never-ending slide of this.
yeah. Oh. No, he doesn't see him. Doesn't have a gym. Man, Brewmother is just so annoying.
Yeah, they don't really have like Bat Rider or like Storm or Beastmaster. These are the usually more effective heroes at catching the Broodmother. Like they are hunting Broodmother with a slug.
And you know, to ZSMJ's credit, he's got 2 kills.
Yeah, but he took so much time, and but
Yeah.
they don't really have a choice. Every time against a Broodmother, you will be forced into this sort of situations.
Air holding to his BKB, but
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
well, it's a Doom right now that doesn't have the BKB, especially after those buybacks. A buyback doesn't help him to finish his BKB. And the most important question right now is, can Secret finish the game in 30 minutes? And it doesn't seem like it. Because I think HGT could still defend for 5 to 10 minutes, depending how slow Secret takes
Yeah,
this.
but Secret is still farming the whole map. They
Yeah.
are not in any hurry. They are getting better economically wise. They can even wait for the next Aegis again before they go high ground. Like they are just totally controlling. They are getting more income, and HGT are just waiting for the time where Secret pushes. They try and hold a defense, maybe use some buybacks, win a fight. Then they are able to leave their base. Before that happens, they're just going to be confined to their base. They can't really leave.
Apart from the Slark.
Yeah, apart from the slug, just basically the slug, and the Ember because he has BKB. He's not worried about the Quap silence too much.
Mid
but
lane here, who's a little bit trouble. In fact, the initiation's gonna come through. Nice dodge here on air, and he has the haste, so he'll just run out. Yeah, like you said, only air could poke his face in front of the tier 3s.
And one of them, like the Slug or the Ember, has to deal with the Broodmother Stain. And the other 3 heroes cannot leave the base.
I guess Doom soon can. His BKB is almost there as well. Gotta be careful if you use the SMJ. Well, he has Shadow Blade, he has BKB, he should be fine. So, okay, if you're Secret and you force out a BKB on either Ember or Slark, is that an opening to go high ground?
Yeah, maybe it depends on how confident they are and whether they have the Aegis. And the other thing that would change fairly soon is when S4 gets the Sight of Vice, that's when the Slug and the Ember, they have to think twice and be so much more careful when they are pushing out.
Yeah. Ooh, Satanic coming out of here from Shadow Fiend straight up.
They're gonna push soon.
Yeah, I think with the Satanic, he's just so tanky. He's got Aegis for like the next 90 seconds, I want to say, so a ton of time to start. And a double damage,
It's
okay.
actually going to be out soon, about a minute only left.
Yeah, so, well, with a double damage, you just gotta at least try, right? He's actually using the Flutter to get there faster. Alright, here we go. Evasion not necessary.
Broodmother is also pressuring at top. This is just difficult times for HGT to defend.
Yep,
With the
RTZ
Aegis.
just walks on the high ground, start tanking up, he pops a Yule Scepter, but yeah, he's got Aegis, he just tanks things up. Ice Blast is gonna come in, RTZ walks back out, and there's a send back. There's a T1 tower so close that he could just TP and rejoin the fight. Well, there you go. He's not really healing much. Though he could just lifesteal off neutrals.
Yeah, they're taking things very slowly, no risk, just doing a little chip damage here and there, focusing on just not diving too hard, because if you give away kills at this point, HGT are just going to be really happy. They're going to get so much because they're just waiting for Secret to make a mistake. That's their only opening to come back into the game. If Secret doesn't give it to them, plays everything really safe, and it's just like really hard for HGT to find an opening.
Yeah, and there's not like there's a Dusa or anything that's dangerous. Hold that thought, RTZ taking a ton of damage, but this is just regular lifesteal. It's not even Satanic activation, and he's just tanking a tower. Granted, he does have the, oh there he goes, Satanic lifesteal off creeps. Back to full health. Yep, top lane, looks like, well, Brewmother died. I think Secret backs off here, right? Again, that's a slight opening that you just don't want to give.
Yeah, that was really good for HGT being able to remove the Broodmother from the pool there. Even with the blink, he got caught out, but
Okay, Maelstrom.
Maelstrom on the Ember.
Just a quicker way to get some kind of
Damage item.
cleave effect, right, as well, to start defending.
It's not exactly what you want to have at this point, but because of the game, how the game is progressing,
Right.
this is you want to have something. And the Battle Fury is just a lot harder to get, and Maelstrom is much cheaper, gives you that damage, a little more proc, and you can push out and defend much better.
Well, unfortunately for me, I don't think Secret will finish this game one way or another in 30 minutes. They're taking it methodically, like WinteR said, don't want to make any mistakes. I mean, Zai dying a couple of times. I wouldn't even call that too poor for Secret. Sure, it allows somebody to go out and farm the top lane, but it doesn't feel like Secret is gonna lose this game because Zai died once or twice.
Yeah, they need to get more than that. But
Yeah.
however, every bit they can get right now, every little
Sure.
little advantage they get, they're just gonna take it because they're just stuck in a very, very bad situation right now. Can't leave the
Ooh.
base. So the smoke gang here, if they can actually get the quad, this would be really huge
Well,
for
they
them.
got Blinking to set things up if they want to see it, but nobody's really showing. And that tier 1 mid tower still alive right now. It's just making it hard. I mean, ideally they want to roam past and go into the jungle, but they can't.
They're gonna run into RTZ here.
They gotta chain stun him, like no questions asked, but or at least get the Doom on him.
The ward actually saw the slug here.
Oh, Kaka's gonna try to initiate. Does he find RTZ? No, he's actually gonna Blink Doom. No, the Yule Scepter is gonna be there. Ice Blast though. Doom is gonna get cast on RTZ, and RTZ losing a ton of health. ZSMJ trying to get the right click, but the sendback is there. Zai gets 1 kill. Icy is gonna go down. Meanwhile, BPB needs to be used by ZSMJ just to run away. 2 dead, and that smoking has really backfired. ZSMJ's out of mana. He gets ensnared, and I think he might go down here.
That's
Yeah.
the gem. The gem is gone as well.
Well, yeah. Gem or not, I think with that kill, they're going to just go on high ground. Puppy trying to survive, and he will not actually. Great kill by air and makes out alive, but just too little. Too little, too late.
Only 1 Chen kill for that. Oh, this is gonna be a very tough defense for them. Maybe even forcing a buyback. That would be like the best thing they want to. Like if Secret can force a buyback on the slot.
Does he have the buyback? Oh, yes, he does. And Secret just immediately backs off.
Wait for Roche.
No need to take any risk.
Is under attack.
Secret is just playing this like I mean,
Very disciplined.
yeah.
It's really
It's a $2
disciplined.
million tournament. Let's play like it. Yeah, just going from a Hellraiser game to a Vici air quote throw game to this. Like, I think this is what it's supposed to be.
A change of pace, yeah.
Definitely not the crowd pleaser, but it's good Dota.
Yeah, they're just gonna farm until they get the next Roshan before they go high ground again. ZSMJ here, he's gonna see the Rubik here.
Big
But
also.
They don't have a gem at the moment, so they won't be able to catch they have dust on A, but they won't be able to catch the Brood Mother at top anymore if he's on all those really hard spots to find. And
It feels like dust is not enough. You just have to constantly have true sight.
yeah, you need the gem to catch the Brood Mother. It's
Yeah.
just unnecessary.
Well, I think the gem was bought such a long time ago. In theory, they could buy another one, but it's more about like ZSMJ also need gold.
Yeah, they have another gem, but he was the one that bought the gem.
Yeah.
He needs to he needs to do so much.
Yeah. And he's been doing a lot. Like, I think ZSMJ has already fulfilled what he need to do, but you gotta ask Superman to do more.
No, he's gonna get some backup when the Ember finishes the battle for it. He has his Claymore, 1.2k gold, has the broadsword if he wants to. So they're getting there. Once the Ember has battle for it, that would change the face of the game a lot as well, because he can de-push much better. The Brood Mothers, Spiderlings and Necrobooks would be less effective when the battle
Mhm.
fury is there.
So I mean, let's say Battle Fury is finished. ZSMJ don't ever have to go top again, right?
Yeah, because
Ember could just-
somebody could actually deal with the lane anymore
Yeah.
already, and he can focus on doing other stuff.
Do you think he should go back to farming in that case? Because honestly, I don't think he's picking up anybody else.
He's still farming at the same time, but he doesn't have to be so many places at once. That's
Okay.
the thing. So he can be more focused on what he wants to do. Doesn't have to worry about the lane pushing top, which is like a constant annoying fact if you are trying to gank as a slug, and you need to keeping tabs on top lane because none of your teammates can actually deal with the Brood Mother.
Okay. Now, we keep praising out Secret is taking it very slowly. They're not letting HGT come back, at least from their mistakes. But at the same time, we're talking how important it is for Error to have the Battle Fury. And he's getting the time to farm the Battle Fury. Battle Fury and a Maelstrom, too. Are they just maybe taking it too slowly? They had the Aegis previously.
I think it's understandable. They are waiting for the Aegis, and it's just you can't just take things in a too rushy manner. Then you will make mistakes. So the Ember is just gonna get time to farm his Battlefield. I don't think you can really stop that. It's just about what are you gonna get when the Ember gets the Battlefield. That's the main thing for Secret.
Well, what they're gonna get is a butterfly satanic.
Yes, the Hex is
crits.
coming. The Hex is the biggest deal
Yeah, and
for the Secret lineup. So they can actually find pickoffs.
ooh, ZSMJ is looking for more. He sees him. Zai's gonna get actually picked up here. Are they gonna doom him? They're gonna try to find Zai. Zai's running left, running right, and they actually miss a stomp. They see him in the trees though. They didn't even commit the doom. So pretty big kill again, and that's another 70-second bot. Because Secret will not push without 5.
Yeah, they have to start being really careful. The Slug and the Ember are getting really farmed. They're coming back into the game, and not to mention the Doom as well, having that Midas Devour go.
But look
Yes.
at RTZ though.
Yeah, but there's a Doom. If you have one person that's so farmed, but the enemy
That makes
just-
Doom better.
Yeah, he just dooms you, and if you just are forced to send him back, like if they're pushing middle and he doesn't have boots of travel, it's gonna take him a while before he comes back into the fight. And after the Shadowfiend gets sent back, you just can't fight after that. You have to back off, and Slug will be able to chase down your supports.
So HGT is actually having a much bigger chance than they had
Yeah,
15 minutes ago.
because they were getting the kills on the Brute a few times. They got like 3 or 4 kills on the Brute Mother, which is just huge
Mhm.
with the gem.
Okay, so what's the next step for HGT? You're saying that, Battle Fury is the item that he needs. He's got it.
They just need to keep farming.
Keep
basically.
farming and just
Yeah,
wait
keep-
for the secret push, right?
keep getting items on their core. Like they have better cores in the late game, Slug, Ember, and Doom.
Yep.
The enemy team like Secret has Brood Mother, Quap, and Shadowfiend. They are not so strong in the late game phase because like Doom just cancels out one hero, and
Mhm.
it's gonna be a point where if he gets to the point, double Doom and Axe Scepter.
Well, we're
it's
really
just-
far from
yeah,
that. We're really
it's far, but like you mentioned, how is Secret gonna push high ground right now with the Ember Battle Fury? It's gonna get difficult.
well. There's a Granite Golem to help out now. Aghanim
Mm.
Scepter Chen is available.
Yeah, they have the Aegis on the Shadowfiend. This is gonna be one of the best times for them to push. If they don't get some racks at this push, it's gonna get super hard after this.
Well, let's see if HGT could compose themselves. This is 3 games in a row where a team falls really far behind, but doesn't look like they're out of it, especially if they can make some good defense. Secret, obviously one of the most composed and arguably experienced team in the tournament, so let's see if they're going to make any mistake trying to close the game out. Puppy? ZSMJ thought about it, not going to go. Arteezy, is he just baiting out the swap? He's just not afraid on the front line. He's going to Yulse himself up. No BKB, but he's got the Aegis support as well as the Satanic. He's not popping it just yet. They're slowly sieging on the range racks. They will get the range racks with a fight. Blinks Doom. Is he? No, he can't Doom. And Satanic's gonna get activated. Arteezy back to the full health. Sonic Wave pierces through the BKB. They get the kill. And Arteezy on the front line. He just crits Avenge down. ZSMJ dies in one. No, okay. He's just running next to ZSMJ. The buyback needs to be used, but damage has been done. The base has been breached. Arteezy triple kill. Beyond godlike. He's just walking in. 2 hits. Haha. Yeah, or pretty ha. He's dead. Haha, it's okay too. And Air, he's trying to run away, but there's no running from. And there you go. Arteezy Rampage. Took a little bit longer, but Shadowfiend gets his job done.
Oh, that was just a really timely. They had everything they had for the push, and it was just difficult for HGT to get the right opening though. They tried to stomp with the Doom to start the fight, get a Doom off, but he just died right
Yep.
away. Didn't get anything done, and had to buy back, but just didn't have the impact that he needed to win them the fight. They needed to kill. I feel the supports behind the Chen especially was really important for them to take out. If they can't kill the supports behind, they're not gonna get anyone in front.
It's just hard to run past that Shadowfiend with so much damage to
Yeah.
go for the support. So it was a tough game, but I think HGT played well towards the end. They did what they needed to do.
Yeah, it was just not enough based on how the early game went and the lineup they were up against as well.
Yeah. Well played both teams, but I guess more well played to Secret.
And you lost your prop bet as well.
That's a shame.
You're not getting
Okay.
a sub 30.
Honestly, they won the game much longer than that, but they didn't finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. But the timer
the bets,
is what
yeah,
matters.
the timer is the timer.
It reminds me of when before the GG actually finished the game automatically, when people were talking about like these games or the tiebreakers,
Mhm.
and people are like, well, but he called it GG before the 29 minutes, but the guys actually didn't leave the game until
Right.
31. Did they win? Did they lose? Fortunately, we don't have now that anymore, but we do have Andrew Ziori Campbell
Hi.
with us. How's it going?
It's going well. This is my first time on the main stream tonight. Wow.
Yeah,
Halfway
Welcome.
I dig the
through.
shirt.
Welcome. Thank
I
you.
like that.
This is the shirt I wore to the TI4 after party.
Really?
Yeah, this is the second time I've worn it actually. So very
Yeah.
exciting. I like the camo.
Yeah.
Very different.
I'm trying to be unnoticed.
You're
here.
missing the silk though.
I do, yeah, but I'm missing the tie as well.
And
That'd be too much.
We don't believe in ties around
Don't you
here.
think? That's good.
Winter's
I-
rocking the
I-
t-shirt,
I
but because
feel-
it's a BTS shirt, we'll
I
let it
feel
slide.
left out here, guys. I feel left out with the t-shirt.
I can give you a camo and you can be a camo like me. Do you want to wear it? Come on,
Sure.
you can do it. Wait, I have cable problems.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Cable management, Bruno. Uh-oh.
Hold me, grab.
All right, I'll grab your coat.
Go, pass. There you go.
There you go. All right,
Excellent.
Winter, this is you.
All right.
He's going to be swimming in it.
Now, thanks, guys.
He's
Oops.
soaking in it.
Can you help me? Oh my god.
Oh my god, wearing a suit is hard.
Yeah, the cable is getting stuck there.
All right, let's get your collar, Winter. Come on, we got this is serious. This is a big tournament. There we go. Styling, I like it.
That looks like
Well
two
done.
sizes too big, but it's okay.
Here.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, miking up your eyeball.
And the wires too.
Having some serious cabling issues here. All right, well done, gang.
Yeah, well, he gets his mic fixed. Andrew, what are you casting before this?
I've only cast one game today. We did the Insightless cast, MVP versus Tong Fu, myself and Suns fan.
How did that go?
It was great. There was very little insight, and it was the perfect game for it. It was a blowout. Tong Fu just wrecked them. One of those games where they were ahead the entire time, and they never let up. They did this really greedy, like, Quap support at the beginning. It was a Quap Witch Doctor Juggernaut tri-lane. Jug got the farm at first, and then at, like, 10 minutes-ish when he got the Mask of Madness, he goes jungle, then Quap
Quap
takes
support.
over.
A blinking Veno, yeah?
Yeah,
Blinking Veno, yeah,
Exactly.
he knows
And she
that.
leveled the dagger and was totally, it was an offlane faceless void. He got nothing. And like 15, 20 minutes in, the void had less farm than the Quap and the Jug individually. So they just outgreeded him. They
outgreeded them.
mm-hmm.
That's
Tong
good.
Fu did, yeah. No? What are you shaking your head for here?
Everyone's getting greedier by the day right now.
Yeah, we saw Sumai get a Midas on Zeus. I think that's how the patch is being defined. I think Midas
Wow.
Gaming's coming back.
Maybe not. It's
But
too expensive.
You have to choose it at like the right situation as well. Like choosing sometimes can be really difficult. Like you have to follow the feeling. You never know whether the Midas is going to pay off. Sometimes you just take a gamble and hoping that it will actually pay off. And there was like a few games that I felt when I was watching. Sometimes it's actually a lot better to get a Midas, but the Chinese teams, they were less willing to take the risks. They were always still okay. I'm just gonna get Yasha. I'm gonna get a blink, but I don't have the Midas. I'm just worried if I had the Midas, I can't fight well. That's like something that maybe sometimes you have to take the step. You know, I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best.
I know this is like sort of a tangent, but going on that with the Midas, do you see Yasha Mask of Madness as kind of a Midas-esque item? Because it helps you farm much quicker than...
Isn't a Maelstrom a Midas item?
Yeah, but still, it doesn't
rather
give you.
than-
It doesn't boost your levels. Like for example,
Okay.
on certain heroes, like you want levels so that you can farm faster. Or like for example, Slug. You want levels because your ultimate gets higher rank. You regen faster. You can use your Dark Pack more often. Then hence you farm faster. So Midas provides that for the
Right.
hero itself. Or a hero like Wraith King as well. You want to get to level 16 faster, so you can actually fight better in a sense as well. For
That's
the
what
hero.
we saw from Inflame. He got Midas after Blink.
Yeah, and
on his
on
Wraith King.
certain support heroes as well, like Wind Ranger support, but we haven't really seen it. On certain supports, you can actually get Midas would be really helpful.
Ancient Apparition's a good example.
Yeah.
Benefits so much from the experience.
like
You can actually get that
like
agony.
sometimes like you think, oh, I'm gonna rather have a 4-star, but the game goes longer and you'll be regretting, oh dear, I wish I had that Midas.